Okay, guys, got a lot of candy in, so we're gonna check it out. My size box here could be anything. Yeah, I've been waiting on this lot to come in for about 3 weeks now, so it's been a little crazy around here. I'm gonna set you down just a second while I get this thing open. Yeah, our distribution center in Atlanta, which is the main hub of, I guess, the postal office hub for the state of Georgia, is under renovations, and they don't know when or how long it's going to take. So everything's been rerouted to just the most random towns in Georgia, mostly North Georgia. Anyway, everything's backed up, and it's just been crazy getting anything in on time. I mean, nothing's been coming in on time. Yeah, this should be really interesting. This is one of the better lots I've been waiting on to come in. Yeah, there's definitely some sweet things in there, in here. All right, everything's very mint, by the way, so that's a great sign. They don't look played with. You know, some of these lots I get, I swear they've been kicked around, maybe in a trailer park. This was one of the items I was really looking at, but I couldn't see it because it was upside down. But it turns out to be only the second green firefly I've ever seen. But yeah, this is made by Breaker Confections, who later was kind of blended into Willy Wonka. But it's a flying saucer candy, 1979. Again, this is only the second green one I've ever seen, a neon green. So that's awesome. I have the other one as well, so very cool. Next up is a 1986 Little Shop of Horrors Tops candy. Unfortunately, these are hard to see because they put this green piece of tape over them. But basically, this is Aubrey 2, the character Aubrey 2. Yeah, I don't know why Topps did that. It's pretty ugly how they just put a big piece of green tape over this. Oh, hey, Slick. Oh, that's the year you were born? That's very cool. Was it 1979 or 1986? Anyway, you can tell me, I guess, in a second. So very cool. Next up is a 1984 Donruss beer stein featuring the San Francisco 49ers, which happened to be my favorite team back in the day, back in this period, because of Joe Montana, of all people, and Jerry Rice, of course. And a lot of people, Roger Craig. Very cool. Sealed. All this stuff is sealed. I'm really excited. Everything's in really good shape. This is really annoying me here. That's supposed to be taped down. But yeah, they made a beer stein for all the teams, all the football teams at the time. And what's so cool is you get to see what the helmets looked like back in 1984, because that's when this was made. So let's go ahead and move into this, which is from the same era. Now, I usually put a date of 1981 on these, but these were around throughout the early 80s. You might remember Leaf Kickoffs bubblegum. So it came with a little football helmet. Now, I will not be opening this because I've been waiting for a sealed one of these for a long time, so I will be leaving this sealed, but inside there's a little helmet. Yeah, it's dated 1981, so yeah. So that's kind of cool that showed up. Looks like Tom Brady there, but I don't think Tom Brady was around in 1981. Could be wrong, not sure. Also, this is by Leaf. Around the same year, they did a baseball one, and inside is a little baseball helmet, batter's helmet. And you can see all the old teams, and it came with a piece of bubble gum. So they did a baseball. It's got a date in 1980, but these were around 1981. That one's sealed as well. I will not be opening these. Really, really thrilled to get those in. Man, this lot is really something special, let me tell you. I only paid around $50 for this, already we got some fucking classics. They're all sealed as well. Like I said, this is 1986 Sweet Expressions roller skate. I love this release. For one, is because of the wheels. They're clear, resin or whatever, but it just they really do look like roller skate wheels. And this one, as you can see, is sealed. So that's really cool. Has the tag and everything. Man, this lot is killer, actually. I didn't know it was this good. Man, I'm so glad I won this thing. Next up is a a flute by Candy something. Can't read it. You can probably read it better than I can because you got to zoom in. But yeah, I've seen these many times. I have a bunch of these flutes, and they were made by different companies. Where they're made by one company, but they were distributed by multiple, just candy novelty companies. Okay. Next up is a Tom's Foods. These date early 80s, even the late 70s, but I think the Valentine's is early 80s. This is a Valentine's Day powder candy. Kids would eat, or we would eat the powder out of these and then make squirt guns out of them. It's instructed to do that on these tags. That's the play function of these. It's not just a candy container, it becomes a squirt gun. This one would have been an awkward squirt gun, but nonetheless, you still played with stuff like this. Next up is actually a very rare, I did not have this one, just a Roadster. It's generic, but very, just perfect condition. That's very cool. As you can see, it still has the candy rubber banded to it. That's really neat. I'll definitely be saving that one. This is by the CD company, the makers of Smarties candies. If you eat Smarties, they come in like a little cello wrapper. Anyway, that's the maker of the lipsticks. So this is a 1981 CD lipstick candy. That's what it looked like. And this is just a candy tart. And it came in these little lipstick containers. These were advertised mainly towards girl buyers. But fun fact, they actually did one towards boys that were called silver bullets. And it was supposed to mimic what you would kill a werewolf with. And they made them in silver and gold. And they were supposed to mimic, bullets instead of a lipstick. But it's the exact same sculpt. So I have some of those. I don't have them out. But yeah. But this is the girl one, the lipstick. Next up is just a generic, appears to be Canadian, candy powder, sippy, blah, blah, blah. This one's cool. It's actually made by Sanrio, who does Hello Kitty. This is one of their Hello Kitty ones. Unfortunately, it's out of the wrapper. So out of the entire lot, this is the only one that's been open. It still has the candy in it, though. I can get it open. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, there you go, Sanrio. Yeah, but this is a Hello Kitty ice cream. These date to like 86. Next up is a very cool Donruss buckshot. It's supposed to look like a shotgun shell. They would never make anything like this today. What's neat is this is actually what they would put BBs in. So they reused a BB container and stuck this label on it with the gold to mimic a shotgun shell. And it's called buckshot. I actually have the box for these, a very rare box. Next up is a Fiero, Tic Tacs candy. The company that makes Tic Tac candies, which is still made today, they used to make novelties. So this is one of the novelties made by the same company. The company's name is Fiero. It should be on the back. Yeah, down here, made in Italy. I'm sorry, up here, Fiero, and they had like a some sort of company, extra company building or whatever in the U.S. And they made these really nice Lucky Pops. This is actually Lucky Tops. This is the best example I've ever held in my hand, and it's definitely one I'll be keeping. But yeah, these date to the mid 80s. Very cool. It's a top. Let's get this one out of the way. This is a 1990, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle made by Topps. Bubblegum. It's throwing me off a little bit because I don't think I had this sculpt. I'm going to have to look at my examples. This is a very bizarre sculpt. Mainly the base is throwing me off, and also just... You know what, guys? This might actually be very special. I'll have to get some stuff out for another live stream. I can't go grab it right now, but this should not look like this at all. I know some of the people that watch my live streams, you probably own these. Tell me if this is just totally different. Look at the bottom of this thing. The label is obviously different. The Topps label is... This is cool, man. I'm saving some bangers for the end, as you can see. Let's go ahead and get this one out of the way. Now, this is a banger, too, though. This is made by Swizzles. Let me get you a close-up of that. Remember Swizzles candy? I'm trying to get you in there. There you go. Remember these. It'll come to you. If you don't remember these yet, look at this carefully. Let me show you what's inside of it. That'll help you. When it hits you, it's going to hit you hard. These were prolifically eaten by children. Now, it is the lipstick type that CD also used. They were very popular back in the 80s. But Swizzles used theirs to make a whistle. And I had a ton of these. Very cool. I've always just loved the embossing or whatever, the print here. Very nice. But these date to the early to mid, I think even the late 70s even, but 80s, And let's do this one next. Very rare sealed Topps Thumb Fun. This was made alongside with, ring pops. But the thing that I think Topps kind of ran into was a lot of girls were into the ring pops because they had like a little diamond on them, you know what I mean? So I think they were just kind of conscious of that, and so they made one for the boys. And clearly this is probably a boy's arm, but thumb fun. So the girls had their ring pops, but the boys had their thumb funs. Now I'll just let you guys know I love ring pops anyway, and I bought them for myself. I didn't care if the girls liked them or not or whatever. But anyway, very cool. This has a date of 1986. The thumb is intact. It's not melted at all, so that's very rare. There you go. I'm trying to get you in there. Has the green... You know what? I've never noticed this. It looks like this doesn't have the traditional, the hole for your thumb. This actually goes on your thumb. You stick your thumb in it, not to be any sexual innuendo, but oh, it shows you on here. Duh. There you go. Yeah, you stick your thumb up in the thing. Last but not least is, now this is not my favorite thing in this lot, but this is definitely the prize. This is a Pez bodies. The dates on these are 1987. I did a ton of fucking research to find out more about these, and yeah, this is like the easiest $150 you'll ever make. This one is sealed. I can't believe I've never found a sealed one before. And guys, we're going to go in here right now. Now, I didn't know this was going to be sealed, but everything's sealed. So this is just a lot. This candy lot has been just amazing. Let's see. I've never seen what's inside one of these Pez bodies. All right, you guys ready? Okay. Kind of a letdown, but appears to be just a generic packet of candy pills. What's in here, man? Some Dilaudid. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, pretty cool. I've never actually seen a sealed. I've never held a. I've seen them, but I've never personally held a sealed example. Man, this lot has been just way better than I thought. Very cool. Oh, and these represent aliens. You know, space creatures. All right, so I'm just going to go over what I'm going to be looking at closely, what I'm going to be keeping, and what's going to be sold. So I definitely want to keep these two sealed leaf 1981 sports candies. Very cool. I bought a ton of this one back when I was a kid. I was trying to get all the helmets. But one thing I discovered back when I was a kid, you could get the helmets out of vending machines for $0.25, but these cost, I think, 45 cents. And so I ended up switching from buying these to buying the vending machine helmets. It was the same sculpts. All the shit was made in Hong Kong, you know that. Okay, so I'm keeping those. Definitely keeping the one of two green fire flyer. Oh, and I want this. I did not have this one as well. It's such a sweet little thing. I love that it's orange too. It really pops. Little candy here. I keep all these that I ever get. I have a big collection of the swizzle whistles. I'm keeping the Lucky Pops mint condition sealed. Yeah, and I need to research this. Why the hell it looks like this. This actually might end up being the most special thing in the lot, actually, so we'll see about that. But yeah, the rest you'll see in my store. Make sure you check out Garbage Archive. That's on eBay now. It's an eBay store. And yeah, always nice to get some sweet things in, especially when they're this mint, man. I guess this guy's been keeping them in a box since the 80s. It's crazy. And I always wonder why people save this shit. I didn't save the stuff I had when I was a kid, so I'm always just kind of envious that these guys were, I guess, geniuses. I don't know if they forgot they owned it or what the deal is sometimes with this stuff, but it's just amazing this stuff got sealed. And some of these people that live in northern states, because I'm in the South, I'm in Georgia, so everything in my house just melts. Had I saved this from 1986, it would have been completely melted. So I'm just jealous of people that live in the northern states, because your items don't melt as bad as mine. So, all right, guys, hope you enjoyed at least some of that. I know I did. This is my life. This is my world. So, yeah, check back in with me. I should be getting some more shit in very soon. I'm just waiting on the mail, man. It's just very slow. If you didn't know, this came in the other day in another live stream. You got to check it out. I haven't deleted it yet. It's the 1985 Morris National Skull Dippers candy. Very cool. All right, that's all I got, guys. See you in the next one. rusVan out.